Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to NoDQ&A video right here on NoDQ.com as well as the YouTube channel and NoDQ&A videos affiliate, ringsidenews.com. The videos just keep coming in this week, so make sure you check out all the videos that I've posted. Also, stay tuned to NoDQ.com. Lots going on in the world of wrestling right now, so make sure you check out NoDQ for the very latest in WWE, TNA, Lucha Underground, and other promotions as well. With that being said, let's get down to your questions from spring.me/AaronRift, and you can keep the questions coming in there. First one today comes from Songwriter John. Hey Aaron, do you think we're seeing enough of triple threat matches this year after what was voted on? Please answer in video. Well, this is what, the third pay-per-view triple threat match now for the WWE title this year. We had one at the Royal Rumble, we had one at WrestleMania, and now we're having another one at Payback coming up. I do feel that it's becoming overkill, and this really should be the last triple threat match for a while. WWE, if they want to do another multi-man match, do a fatal four-way match, do a six-pack challenge. It does show that WWE lacks the creativity to come up with different matches. And with this triple threat match, it's very interesting because on one hand, I think Roman Reigns, if he's going for the WWE title again, he should get it at some point. I don't think it's good for his character if he keeps losing WWE title matches. But with the triple threat match, you can also have Seth Rollins beat Randy Orton without beating Roman Reigns, and then that can lead to a Seth Rollins-Roman Reigns match. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I really do feel that enough is enough with the triple threat matches. But on the other hand, WWE's attitude might be that people are buying the network and it doesn't really matter what match WWE puts on as the main event. People are going to watch regardless. Alright, this one comes from Kyle Mitchell 84. Hey Aaron, why does WWE keep burying Dolph Ziggler? They could have used the King of the Ring tournament to elevate him. Instead, they gave him a first-round match against Bad News Barrett. Please answer in video. I am really getting tired of this. Every time somebody loses a match, they're all of a sudden buried. I see this constantly. Neville loses a match, he's buried. Dolph Ziggler loses a match, he's buried. Some guys are going to win, some guys are going to lose. That's just the name of the game. And just because a guy isn't in the main event constantly, that does not mean that he's being buried. And I even seen comments about Roman Reigns being buried. Oh, he's putting the match with the Big Show, now he's getting buried. I mean, really, guys? It's definitely getting out of line here, these comments about somebody being buried every time they lose. Now, somebody like Zack Ryder, who is getting good reactions from people, and then you constantly book him to look like a complete goof week after week after week, loss after loss after loss. At that point, you can make a valid claim that the guy is being buried. But Dolph Ziggler, he won at Extreme Rules. He got the victory. He still has a major storyline on WWE television. He's a factor. He's part of the show. He's there every single week. The guy's not getting buried. And this leads me to another question regarding Dolph Ziggler from Joey Jojo. What do you think about Ziggler's recent posts on Twitter teasing that he might be leaving WWE soon? Do you think his days with the company are numbered? I would be surprised if Dolph Ziggler left WWE soon. And I know some people out there are speculating that his posts must mean something. They're cryptic messages that he's fed up with WWE and he's going to walk out like CM Punk. This would surprise me. I think CM Punk was a rare case. I think most guys are happy to be in WWE, period, and are happy to be superstars. They're happy to be celebrities to a degree. They're happy to be making a good living, doing something that they enjoy. Now, on the other hand, I'm sure there's some frustration. I mean, if you're Dolph Ziggler, you're somebody who takes a lot of pride in what you do, and there's always ego involved. These guys have huge egos, and you have to. You have to have the attitude that you're the best, and you want to be the top guy in the company. You're always pushing for that. So I would be surprised if there wasn't any kind of frustration from Dolph Ziggler about his position. I'm sure he would want to be the number one guy, and it does get him frustrated. You know, perhaps the idea that there is a glass ceiling and there's only so far he's going to go. But at the same time, he's a regular on WWE television. He's there every week. He is a full-fledged superstar. He has a huge fan base, and I'm sure he's making a good living. I would just be shocked. If Dolph Ziggler left the company, it would really surprise me, because there's really nowhere else to go. Yeah, you could go to Lucha Underground, but that's far less exposure and a lot less money. Dolph Ziggler, being in WWE is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of guys, and once you're gone, it's hard to get back in. WWE is always youth-oriented. They're focusing on new guys, and once you're gone, they can easily find somebody else to take your spot. With Dolph Ziggler, I think he will hang around as long as he wants to, and as long as his body will allow him to continue doing what he's doing. I would be really shocked if he ended up leaving the company anytime soon. All right, this one comes from Dratnell. Hey Aaron, now that Ryback has had multiple encounters with Bo Dallas and Wyatt attacked him after their match on Raw, do you think we'll see Bray Wyatt recruit his real-life brother Bo Dallas? All you have to do is follow the Bozards. Well, I think that would be a way to save Bo Dallas's career, and let's face it, he's going nowhere in WWE. He's going nowhere with that character, and maybe that's why he's starting to grow out his facial hair. Maybe we'll have Bray Wyatt recruit his brother, and they'll be a tag team. I mean, that would definitely elevate Bo Dallas. And no, it's not going to bury Bray Wyatt if he's teaming up with his brother. I know somebody out there is going to say that or make that comment. I don't think it would hurt Bray Wyatt at all. I mean, Bray Wyatt, I've seen the comments about him already being buried. The fact that he lost to Undertaker and he hasn't really done much besides cutting promos. And I think that that's just WWE not knowing where to go with the character and what to do with him. I think that that's the big problem here. It's not a matter of them burying him. We're fed up with the Bray Wyatt character. I think WWE loves the Bray Wyatt character. He still gets promos every week. I just think they're trying to figure out what to do with him, and that's where the real issue is, the lack of creativity in WWE, not knowing what to do with a character like Bray Wyatt, which is a really unique character, something we haven't seen in WWE in a long time. It's just unfortunate that WWE doesn't have better ideas for him. But, that is an idea right there. Team him up with his brother and former tag team and make them the new Faces of Fear. And then you can have Ming the Barbarian come back and try to take back the name. All right, this one comes from Hail Rocky. Hey, yo, Aaron, what did you make of Bad News Barrett becoming the King of the Ring winner? Please answer in video. I've gotten a bunch of questions about King of the Ring, what I thought about King of the Ring's return. I enjoyed the special. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was anything knocked out of the park, any kind of home run, nothing like that. But I did find it to be an entertaining hour of television. I like the fact that Dolph Ziggler had that brawl with Sheamus, and Sheamus got cut open pretty badly on his eye. That was interesting. And Bad News Barrett winning, I think that was the right decision. I know some people out there wanted Neville to win, but when you look at it, Bad News Barrett can do so much more with that King gimmick. Coming out, bragging about being King of the Ring, doing the segments, cutting the heel promos. What would Neville do with the crown and the cape? Nothing really. Bad News Barrett, a heel in general can do so much more with that King of the Ring gimmick. It just makes more sense for a heel to win. And I think Bad News Barrett can gain from it, especially with Daniel Bryan being out of action right now and WWE just waiting to see what happens with him and what they want to do with the IC title. This gives Bad News Barrett something else to do in the meantime. So, I think it was the right decision for Barrett to win. And, my only negative on all this is it should have been a pay-per-view. King of the Ring should have been a pay-per-view. And, there's been talk online that WWE's original plan was to spread it out over a month, have a couple matches each week. I would have liked to have seen just a pay-per-view with the entire tournament in one night. That's what I think makes the King of the Ring significant, is when the winner has to go through 3 or 4 different opponents in one night. You have to win 4 matches in one night to become King of the Ring, and it's a real test of endurance to be able to win a one-night tournament. That's what I think makes it a cool concept, the fact that it's a one-night tournament. So I was never a fan of having the matches, the first and second rounds on Raw and then doing the finals or the semifinals on the pay-per-view. I like to see the whole tournament play out in one night, and I think it just makes the King of the Ring title all that more special, and it elevates the King of the Ring. That's just my opinion on it, but it's over, it's done with. At least they brought it back, and Bad News Bear can gain something from it. So in that regard, it's a positive. All right, one more question here from Jimmy B. Sellis. Hey Aaron, first time asker. I know Stone Cold can't do it this year, but who do you think or will be the host of Tough Enough? Please answer in video. Well, there's a lot of possibilities. There's been speculation about Chris Jericho. I think he would be an excellent choice. Speculation about Taz being the host of Tough Enough now that he's done with TNA. There's a lot of different people that WWE could use for Tough Enough. And I think WWE needs to go with somebody significant for Tough Enough. If you're going to bring back credibility to Tough Enough and get people really invested in the show, you need to have a credible host, and maybe even a series of hosts. I'd love to see Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair get involved. You could have Hogan do it. You could have Flair do it. Maybe have multiple guys come in and be mentors and do segments like that. Maybe Bret Hart. I mean, there's so many people you could have in that role. I hope they go all out. If you're going to go all out, you got to bring in these guys, and you gotta have some credibility for this in order for people to take it seriously and people to invest their time into watching the show again. So that's just my take on it. But any of those guys I just mentioned, I think are realistic possibilities to host Tough Enough, and I would be fine with any of them. So that'll do it for this edition of NoDQ&A video. Thanks as always for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend, anybody you know who watches wrestling. Have them check out NoDQ&A video. Stay tuned to NoDQ.com for the very latest WWE news and rumors and other promotions as well, including TNA and Lucha Underground. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time for more.